Feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog.
Okay, Coach, they indeed love their football here in upstate New York as you look inside of New Era Field in Orchard Park. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Brown 80! I'm here all day. Monday. Back.
Here's the rookie from Florida Atlantic, Kareth White. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now White.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Man open. That's Robert Foster complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards, the final tally.
First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Come on, let's go.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. He finds his target, John Brown. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dawson Knox, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Hauschka adds the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Philip Lindsay. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down. Well, we talked about Philip Lindsay so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018, the Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have a 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So from undrafted to playing in the Pro Bowl in 10 months, that's pretty clean living for Philip Lindsay. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right? Yep. Let's go, D. Let's go. 58.
Lock now on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
40 worth the money. 40 worth the money. Wahoo!
On 2nd down, here's Locke. He completes this to Sutton. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 15-yard line. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how are you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
15 line. 15 line.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
They'll try. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run with Lindsay. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Look at me, zipper.
This is Royce Freeman, 2nd-year man from Oregon. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Royce Freeman, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
These two teams all tied after one. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
You better be afraid of me.
From the gun, it's Allen. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a 1st down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Go, Mike 34, Mike 34. Go. 34 is the Mike. 34 is the Mike.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Looking sideline, incomplete. Robert Foster, the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Go. Shoot. I'm going to come back to you. Hey, check Mike 34. Mike 34. Record.
Now Allen, going to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
34's the Mike. He's coming. Check in. Let's go, defense. All right, here we go. 5 wide. Half 85. 34, Mike 34. Shoot.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the 1st half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even.
Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back.
It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. John Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Hauschko with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 39-yard line.
Hey, Haywood!
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsey, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready? 60 or. Let's go, D. Tight into the right, boy. Tight into the right. Move down. 3 down.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Clock now on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. Cortland Sutton with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Second and 10 now from the 27. Now Allen to throw. Throwing again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
Pick up the ball. Let's go. Hey, well, Mike 34. Mike 34. Right. Check nickel.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Allen, he's going deep for Brown. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Second quarter in Cleveland. The Browns, they have scored again to add on to their lead. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. They look to throw. It's locked. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
2nd and 5 now. Allen, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go. 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Exit. 58, boys, 58, come on. I got you. Hey. Hey, rock it. Ready?
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Lock. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Fant, the first-round pick out of Iowa, taken 20th overall, second tight end taken in the draft. Amazingly, the second Iowa tight end taken in the draft is teammate T.J. Hawkinson, 8th overall. He was selected by the Lions, but Noah Fant really wowed everyone in Indianapolis at the Combine and now trying to parlay that into an impressive NFL career.
Check three.
On third down, Lindsey, and he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up fourth. The Broncos send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. McKenzie now to return it. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Two times. We got 3.
They'll run with White. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch the safety creep.
They go right back to White here on first down. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Bills, first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
52. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one,
and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are back within a single score. Hauschka adds the extra point, and they're within 7 now at 28-21. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Another run by Lindsey. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Here's Locke. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
50, plant.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between second and 8 and 9.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
That's the end of the third quarter with the score Broncos 28, Bills 21.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, that one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a 1-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores.
Showing it. 5-2 is the mic. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2. Here we go. Joker. Come on. 56.
They start to drive with White. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
46-yard line.
Check the backer.
Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here's Allen to throw it. That's going to be caught. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first. And he'll get in! Touchdown, Buffalo! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team, because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Freeman. Tackle made there by Zach Brown.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Hey, team 6, team 6. Hustle. 5.
Throwing his lock on third down. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
64,
On first down, it's Lindsey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On third down, Lindsey. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time,
they practice it all the time. They know what they want.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Bills have retaken the lead.
Wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation. But to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
You ain't doing nothing today. Hey, high 7. 15.
Back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Spencer. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Ready? You don't want nothing. You don't 6-6. Pull it high. You don't want. Hey, shoot. Hey, orbit. Okay, double up. Hey, Mike 50. Mike 50. Look at me, zipper. Mike's 50. Go.
Into the red zone, it's locked. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Five. Now. Ready?
To throw it is locked. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Let's go. Ready? Done. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Cut.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The quarterback taken down and
Sack, baby.
by Von Miller.
And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They'll try the right side here with White. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Buffalo, Dallas on Thanksgiving. Meanwhile, for Denver, their luck may have run out as they